in what the UCP government is calling a Canadian first. The province of Alberta will make a special addition to all driver's licenses. It will add information about citizenship to both licenses and provincial ID cards. It's a change some say will be fraught with problems. Kevin Green reports.
Monday morning, Premier Danielle Smith said adding Canadian citizenship notation to provincial ID will cut red tape.
Why are we doing this? Because we believe in making things better, faster, and more convenient for everyone.
She even packed along her Minister of Red Tape Reduction to back her up. He admitted it's about a lot more than just cutting red tape.
The feds cannot provide us with one single source of data that tells us who's Canadian, who's not. It's going to be able to tell us, who our citizens are.
Now, before we even continue with this video, I'm sure that you already know that this is going to go pretty badly, depending on what side you're on. If you're a Canadian citizen and you're in Alberta and you hear an idea like this, you might be in favor of it. But there will still be a lot of Canadian citizens who are not going to like this, especially immigrants. You know that much because, well, let's continue before I get into it.
It means when you head to the registry to renew your license, you'll need to bring proof of your citizenship status.
I think it's going to be more red tape. It's always more red tape.
Alberta New Democrats say it's simply virtue.
Would they be willing to illegally and unconstitutionally restrict programs that are available to legal residents of Canada?
But others worry it could lead to targeting immigrants, making it harder for them to get services.
If the system is changed, that may make some kinds of difficulty for the migrants.
So it's like for the people that aren't here, like that are citizens, I feel like that could cause something towards them. They would feel some type of way, knowing like they're citizens, knowing that we're also like, we let in a lot of immigrants in Canada, we're known for that. So I feel like they could take it a different way.
Kevin is at a license registry in the Beltline. Kevin, the citizenship marker isn't the only change being made to Alberta driver's licenses.
No, Tara, the new ID cards and driver's licenses will also incorporate your Alberta health care number. The province says that will help alleviate what it claims is a problem of fraud or possible fraud is out there. Then there are actually Albertans living in the province. Now, you don't have to go and get the new card right away. You get it when you renew your old one. So if you're like me and you got a new driver's license in, say, the last 3 weeks, you could wait almost 5 years before you get a new card with the new information on it. Back to you.
Okay.
Now, you see, this is crazy because a lot of people, like I mentioned, you could look at it as a positive or a negative, especially when you said you're dealing with their base, right? Now, to me, when I hear this, it's going to become a big issue because it's like they mentioned that word targeting, right? And they're going to look at it as targeting immigrants when it comes to doing whatever you're doing. If you have to give that ID up and somebody's looking at your ID and now they can see that you are not a Canadian citizen when you're going to renew whatever you're going to renew, whether you get pulled over by a police officer, if you are applying for a job, if you're applying for a job and they need ID and you got to take a picture of your ID and it's going to show your status, that's big. That's really, really big. But I'm guessing that this is what the plan is in regards to doing this. They want to be able to make a distinction. They want to be able to separate the Canadians from the non-Canadians because they believe that there are just too many immigrants and illegal immigrants in the country at this point. And that's why I think Danielle Smith and Alberta are going to do this because there's a lot of people that are fed up and they're talking about they can't find jobs and even the teenagers can't find jobs. And they mentioned at the end, that was a big thing too, is the healthcare system. The healthcare system is being overrun and there is a lot of fraud going on in regards to the healthcare system, which is funny because I just had a conversation with a family member who works in the healthcare system about that. And she was telling me that it's rampant right now with the amount of fraud going on in the healthcare system. So there is legitimacy in regards to that. But this whole thing is going to be a big topic because I'm not really sure when they start this if other provinces will want to follow suit after seeing how it works. I really don't know, but I do know it is going to be problematic. And so, like I mentioned, there's two ways that you can look at this. Either you're going to be very happy about it because now people can distinguish you being a Canadian citizen aside or to, they can see that you're not an immigrant or an illegal immigrant, which is what a lot of Canadians want right now because they're fed up with it. And I'm not even saying most, but there are some that definitely want that. And Alberta seems like it's one of those places where people will want that distinction made. And then if you are an immigrant and you're in this country, because so many immigrants are coming into the country and coming in really fast, they are going to target you here when they're looking at your status on your license. And so this is actually really crazy. This should be a good debate. If you had two people who are debating a topic like this, I find that it would be a really good subject to talk about because really, I don't know how this thing is going to play out. I'm interested in knowing how you feel about this, the people out here watching this video, because I do think it's interesting. Do you think this is a good or bad thing, what Alberta is trying to do? Get in the comments right now and let me know.